One of my favorite features in all of Fortnite is all the different types of vehicles we have, and this week we received a new one. But first, we all know the rock or the foundation is missing from the Fortnite island, leaving our universe in danger as it becomes overrun with the chrome. But if you hit the thumbs up button on the count of 3, he'll make his return. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it worked. The foundation is back. A little over 2 years ago, Epic Games made the decision to remove a vehicle from Fortnite, and that was the police car, all the way back before we could even drive cars. But all of that changed a few days ago when they re-added them into the game. But first, look how close we are to 4.31 million subscribers. We couldn't be any closer. It truly would mean the world to me if you could hit that subscribe button and be my 4,310,000 subscriber. Last video, I asked you guys to name this emote, and there's a bunch of people on the screen right now who got it right. For this video, we have a new emote. If you know the name of this, make sure to leave it down below in the comments. But we've wasted too much time. We got a lot to talk about, including the return of police cars. Let's hop into a game and let's get into it. Now, before we hop in game and get to see the police car back in Fortnite, but first, here in this year's Fortnitemares event, there's actually a massive secret. We all know we received a couple new bosses in the latest update, one of them being DJ Laika, who isn't really a boss and she won't try and eliminate you. The other boss being the Inquisitor, who's located at the Grim Gables location. Speaking of Grim Gables, did anybody notice this one room in the house where literally everything is turned upside down? Which has to be yet another reference to the Stranger Things show, since the upside down is a big part of that. Combine that with the Vecna grandfather clock that's located in the house, basically means that the Grim Gables location is one of the biggest trolls by Epic Games ever. The big secret has to do with the Inquisitor boss located underneath Grim Gables, where you will actually find this very creepy looking ritual circle that every time you enter it, the boss will spawn. Well, there's a theory out there that this ritual circle could actually be related to the prisoner skin, which was the secret skin we got to unlock during Fortnite Season 7. Where we received this loading screen where you can see the prisoner standing inside of a circle. It is literally the exact same circle we see the Inquisitor come from, minus the pentagram in the middle. Then in Chapter 1, Season 8, the prisoner used this circle to actually spawn in the volcano to create a nice home for himself and to be able to hatch the hybrid eggs he stole from the Ice King. There's actually a really good chance that the Inquisitor and the prisoner could be related, because after all, the main way the Inquisitor will eliminate me is literally by burning me with fire, and the prisoner himself is known as the Fire King. But we're just getting started, because in Chapter 1, Season 8 was also the very first time we saw the Driftwood pirate ship, which is obviously floating around, making its way across the Fortnite island each week. And this is very important. You'll notice the balloons on top of the Driftwood are a different color than the balloons on every other location being saved, essentially hinting that the pirate ship has a hidden secret. And I think I figured it out. So the Inquisitor boss is basically an octopus or a squid character. Take a look at the pirate ship. Literally on its main sail, you're able to see a squid or an octopus. But as it stands right now, I'm not really sure how these two are related. There's too many coincidences for this to be an accident, between her little ritual circle being the same as the prisoners, to the pirate ship literally having a logo that's probably representing the Inquisitor, meaning that this boss isn't just here for Fortnitemares, but actually plays a larger part in the storyline. We're moments away from driving the police car for the very first time, but first, we need to talk about a map change that happened this Fortnitemares that literally everybody missed, that reveals a massive secret about the Season 4 storyline, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the obvious map changes like at Grim Gables and the Reality Tree. Now, I had no idea about this map change until I made my way over to the Willow boss, who's actually located at this brand new spooky house near the Reality Tree. However, she's not that powerful of a boss, and she'll try and eliminate you with a pickaxe. When I went around to the back of the house, I actually noticed a weird gravestone that I had the ability to interact with, and it was titled a Goofy Gravestone, which caught me by surprise because never ever in Fortnite have we seen an interactable tombstone. But after talking to it, it says Willow's axe cache, don't touch, essentially implying that this gravestone is where Willow keeps her pickaxes. At this point, I was intrigued and I started to scour the map for more of these goofy gravestones, and I found one located not all that far from the Willow's hut. This is one of my favorite ones because when you talk to the person in the grave, it says they didn't thank the bus driver. So make sure you thank the bus driver in every game. Otherwise, this might be you. Another one of my favorites is actually located at Chrome Crossroads, where it literally says this is not a secret apocalypse bunker, which made me suspicious, so you already know I had to try and destroy it. Moving on, I'm sure we're all familiar with the Cuddle Team here in Fortnite, but there's a bunch of different versions with them, where the first one we got was the Cuddle Team leader. Check this out. Located in Tilted Towers, there's another goofy gravestone that apparently actually belongs to the founder of the Cuddle Team, but by far the coolest and saddest tombstone is located at the center of Loot Lake. And prepare yourself, boys, because this is pretty sad, and it has to do with Meowscles, as it literally says Meowscles life 3 of 9. Obviously, we all know that cats have 9 lives, so this isn't that big of a deal. We know the first time Meowscles died was actually during the Chapter 2 Season 3 trailer. He was riding some skis and landed between 2 boats that collided with each other and exploded. And his second death came during the Zero Crisis finale, where you can see Predator's plasma caster appear on Meowscles' forehead. But I'm not sure what his third death was, so if anybody knows, make sure to let me know in the comments. But now, it's finally that time to check out the new police car vehicle, which nobody has laid their eyes on inside of Fortnite for over 2 years. Back when the police car was originally in the game, we didn't even have the ability to drive cars yet, as that feature was released a couple months later in the first week of August. And from what I can gather, the police cars were originally removed on June 19th, 2020. And the only reason we noticed was because this user on Reddit tried out the junk rift, where normally the junk rift would have a police car falling out of it. But on June 19th, when he used the junk rift, he noticed that the police car was totally gone. And on top of that, the police cars we could find around the Battle Royale map were also missing. At this point, players began speculating as to why Epic Games removed them. Most people assumed it was because of all the different riots going down across the United States, and the police not doing the best job at resolving them, which led everybody to assume that they removed them because they don't want us eliminating players using a police car, since after all, because just 2 months later, we would literally have the ability to drive cars. After 3 days of non-stop speculation, Epic Games came out and explained their decision, where they said, I wouldn't say it's a political statement. I think it's just us being sensitive about the issues many people in our audience are dealing with. I didn't really expect to see Epic Games reply to this, but I have to say the response was very, very respectful, and I tip my hat to them. Obviously, since 2020, a lot of time has gone by. Apparently, it's been enough time for Epic Games to decide to re-add the police cars. They didn't make it obvious. As a matter of fact, they literally didn't tell everybody, and they secretly added them. And the only reason we know they're back is thanks to the leakers of the Fortnite community discovering it. They've made some major changes. So on your screen right now, you can see what the original cop cars in Fortnite looked like. And now you can see the new cop car. Obviously, it looks way newer, where the old version is basically the super beaten up rickety police car, and the new police car basically just being a reskinned version of the sedans. But I know you all want to know, is this police car drivable? Because when they were originally in the game years and years ago, they were literally just props on the Fortnite island. Will the new police car be drivable, or will it just be a prop like they used to be? Thankfully, we have the answer. It does look like you're going to be able to drive them, because as you can see from this little render, you're able to see that the tires are fully functional, as well as there's even an exhaust feature on the back, and there's absolutely no way they would add all of this if we weren't going to be able to drive it. And on top of that, prop cars literally don't exist anywhere on the Fortnite map anymore. And the closest thing you're even able to find to it is one of the cars with a boot on it, but even those, you're able to find another version of it somewhere on the island that doesn't have a boot. Now, as it stands right now, these things are currently inside of the Fortnite game files, ready to be added into the game. We just need to wait for Epic Games to officially add them, which could be on this upcoming Tuesday. As soon as we get this new vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, or I guess when it ends up returning, I'll make a tweet over on my Twitter account at HomeGamesYT, letting you guys know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.